Well, we're at the Broad Street today for a press briefing about the future of a bus station in Douglas. Obviously, a big hot subject that has gone on and on and on. Mr. Pearson, you've been doing a presentation to Tynwald and to the Douglas Corporation and various people. What's the idea? Explain it for the audience, please.
Well, it's quite a knotty one, this, because it's important to say to start with that I think most people accept there should be good bus provision, but nobody wants it to be by them. And obviously it does have to go somewhere. The current site at Lord Street is subject to a development agreement that may be triggered depending on the speed at which that developer develops that site. It means that government needs to be thinking about an alternative location for a bus station or a bus interchange because it may be forced to move it away from that location. So what we did was we went about under the guidance of the old Chief Minister, but supported still by the new Chief Minister, evaluation of the options. And it's important to say that to begin with, bus passengers are known to be willing to walk up to about 400 metres to their service provision. So we notionally said that the centre of town was outside Marks and Spencer's. People might argue with that a little bit, but I think it's there or thereabouts. We drew a radius around that of 400 metres, and then we looked at all of the sites that were in that location and considered the relative viability of those sites. For example, the AXA site was one that was considered. That's a very valuable development site. We would have to spend quite a lot of money putting building in there. And the proposal there would run 5, 10 plus millions of pounds, which was considered excessive in these current circumstances. We looked at the possibility of putting it on Douglas Promenade. The problem with that is people would have to cross the road to get to it, which means that there's some passenger safety concerns there. Also, that location would be very exposed during poor weather. So that had some downsides. We looked at the steam packet site, which is the car park past the sea terminal. That location is also a long way from the town centre. It means that people would have to cross quite a few roads to get there. We also looked at the sea terminal itself.
Okay. You've gone around, you give me loads of options there. I'm more interested, though, that the development that is proposed for Lord Street is where the bus station was all meant to be integrated, wasn't it? And you just said yourself that you're not sure now the timescales on that. So you're going for this option outside the RBSI to give it some sort of idea down Victoria Street. But then will it move after that back to the original site if they develop it?
No, I think this provides us an option to move the buses to if that development proceeds as it's currently planned. We don't completely control that, although we've entered into the development agreement with the developer. It's a private development and subject to their decisions in progressing that scheme. The development agreements do allow for them to move the buses away from that location, which means that we would have to find another home for them. So to some extent we are preparing the ground here for the island to think about where a sensible location would be for its buses.
But you have put forward Victoria Street, and we're talking about a fair chunk of it, because obviously the buses, there's nowhere to pull in. It's not going to be a bus station, is it? It's just going to be a pull-in area, isn't it?
By changing the layout slightly of the street and allowing the buses to pull in on the north side, which is the RBS side, and to arrange them in what's called a sawtooth arrangement, it allows them to pull in close to the curb. It allows each bus to pull in and pull out independently of other buses. It means that the low floor buses can be level with the footway, which means that people in wheelchairs or people with pushchairs or general people, even like you and me, Paul, can get on more easily. There would be some planned welfare provision near to that site. So
this is for the bus drivers as well to have their breaks, and it's £70,000 or whatever it's going to cost for that. Yes, here's from me in Longworth. So.
Yes, so at the moment we've got dead costs of £70,000 in the need for the bus drivers to go and be fed and watered, really, consider their welfare provisions back at base. The plan would be to lease a building along Victoria Street and to use that to provide the welfare local to where the buses are. but also to provide welfare facilities for the general public and the passengers, toilets and drink facilities, and also, of course, bus passenger information.